A girl opens the door, and at that moment the delivery man says, "Ma'am, it's 200 rupees. The girl throws the money at her, takes the package, and at that moment her boyfriend comes, hugs her and says, "Okay honey, I'm leaving now," and he leaves. Then the delivery man picks up the money from the floor and leaves shortly after. The husband comes home and says, "Sorry Maria, I arrived a little late, I had work." The girl responds, "Nothing happens, I have arranged everything." The husband says, "Very well, you have arranged everything, thank you very much, they should arrive at any time." That's what it sounds like. At the bell the husband says, "It seems that they have already arrived." I open the door, let the guests in. Another woman says, "Hello Maria, how are you?" The girl responds, "I'm fine, and you?" "Sophia," the husband says, "why are we talking standing up? Please sit. Everyone sit on the sofa." The other woman says, "Wow Mary, the smell of the food is wonderful." The man says, "Do you know all this? Did Maria prepare it alone?" The other woman smiles and says, "How good," and then asks her husband, "Where is your wedding ring?" Carlos looks at his finger and says, "Maybe I left it in the bathroom when I was there bathing." At that the man's phone rings. He says, "1 second, I'll be right back," and he leaves. The other woman asks, "Where is the bathroom?" The girl responds, "She is backwards." The other woman says, "I'm coming." At that moment, the groom secretly asks the girl, "Maria, where is the ring?" The girl says, "How am I supposed to know where the ring is?" The other woman comes back and asks what they were talking about. The girl immediately diverts the topic from nothing. "I was just asking about the cold drinks. I forgot to ask for them. My husband went to bring them." The man comes back and says, "I knew not. Cold drinks. That's why I had already ordered them. They will arrive soon." The doorbell rings. The man says, "Maybe that's it." He opens the door and says, "Give it to me, brother." The delivery man responds, "No sir, I didn't bring any order. I came to see this other gentleman who lives here." The man says, "What does that mean? Nobody lives here but me and my wife." The girl arrives and says, "Lucas, the cold drink." The delivery man looks at her and says, "Ah, this is the same lady who ordered food a while ago." The husband looks at Maria and says, "So you ordered food from outside, but I told you that you cooked it yourself. That's it." The man's friend comes in and asks what happened. The delivery man says, "This is the same man who was hugging her a while ago." The friend screams, "What nonsense is this? She is my friend's wife and this is my wife." The delivery man responds, "Don't be angry sir. This is not his ring in the morning when he left. Maybe he dropped it from here. Take it." The man says, "Okay, just give me the ring and leave." The delivery man says, "Yes sir." Then the man says, "This is your husband's ring. They were both cheating on us." The other woman, Carlos' wife, crying, "Does Carlos say how much he loved you, fully trusted you, and what you gave me in exchange for deception? You had an affair with her? Very good. If you don't want to be with me, you won't be with your lover either. I'll give you a divorce. The papers will arrive at your house." She leaves angry. The man says, "Now, who do I trust, my childhood friend or my wife? They both cheated on me before I raised your hand. Get out of here." The man made the right decision to leave his unfaithful wife and his despicable friend.